One of those special moments. That's how thick the fog is. Yeah, that's some frost, boys. I'm sure a lot of people died in that big old tornado, but none of the main characters died. Come on, you gotta kill somebody. Yes. Hello. Hi. Yes, yes. Welcome to another adventure. I've arrived at another old homestead. Someone used to live here. Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful stuff. I keep finding these awesome spots like this. Bunch of stuff to show you around here, but it is a little windy right now. The wind is supposed to die off by dark again, just like the last trip, so that's a plus. And there is plenty of firewood around here from old trees that used to be here, so who knows how much of that stuff we'll use. Looks like a pretty sweet spot. Let's see, see for miles in some directions. Yeah, that breeze is sure bringing on a chill, I tell ya. It is a cold one. Should probably switch out this ball cap here. Put on a stocking cap. What is going on here? Oh, that's a little better. Yeah. There is a dead tree over there that's still standing, but thought about parking under there, but I thought I'd park right next to where somebody used to live here. Yeah. Her old house. We are here. It's time for a cold one. Today I'm going to start off with a fruity drink. Jack Daniel's Southern Peach. Look at that. I have a feeling that this is not going to be very good. But we'll try it out. Okay, you know what? Compared to the Jack Daniel's fruit punch I had in episode 1 of Campfire Reflections in the backyard, this is actually not that bad. It's a crisp and refreshing. Yes, refreshing and crisp. But I got a little cold, I think, so don't mind my Daisley voice today. Yeah, we're gonna chill. I'll probably put the fire right over here for later. Like I said, the wind's gonna die down, and for now I'm gonna get set up, and then I'll show you around here a little bit. Yes, sir. Don't you worry, we will do some taste testing on some standard beer as well tonight. I know that's the only reason you're here. Yeah. Ha! So we are middle December now. Still have not gotten any snow in my area, which is very unusual for this area of the country. This has got to be tying a record for like our latest snow. I know the latest snow in Denver, which is a couple hundred miles away from here, is December 10th, and today's the 13th, 14th, 15th, something like that. So yeah, that's crazy. It's the snow is holding off, but we're sure getting lots of chilly temperatures and wind imitations. So yeah, my last trip at the lake was pretty sweet. If you haven't checked that one out, I'll see a surprise moonrise. A surprise moonrise happened, which was awesome. And then the trip before that, I was at another place like this, but the structure is actually still standing. So, roof was gone, of course, but the walls were still up. I have a couple other places like that I found on satellite view that I can camp at. So you stay tuned for those, okay? But another thing you need to stay tuned for tonight was those campfire reflections, man. I'm not sure. I'll think about what I'm going to talk about tonight, but them campfire reflections, they're sure special. I'll tell you what. Yes, sir. I'm going to set up all my stuff, and then I'll take you on a walk around this old property here. Yeah. All right, well, I got situated in there. Let's take you for a little journey. There's a tree over there. Not much to see at that point. Some old tin. I don't know what the heck this thing is. Man. Here is where somebody used to have a residence. Main entry right here. That is pretty neat. Look at that. Let's set up these stairs. Honey, I'm home. But yeah, as you can see, there's quite views around me. Quite views. So this would have been the living room here, or the main entry, I suppose. And then come through the house. This could have been the kitchen or a bedroom or something. Maybe that was the back door, because there's more stairs over here. And here's actually, here looks like seems to be a piece of the chimney, or whatever this is. Yeah, that's not budging. But that seems like it was standing upright at some point. So perhaps, yeah, this was the main entry. And I would assume cellar right here, because there's a little dip. Wow. Yeah, that's the property. Someone used to live here. And I'm gonna camp here tonight to reignite that spirit. Out here there's a couple wells and stuff. I'll take you over there real quick. An additional foundation in the area. That's where I'm camped out at. And there's some rebar sticking up. Here's a piece of concrete. Wind noise abundant. Yeah, this had to have been a well at some point. Obviously, it's covered. Take you a walk over here. Yeah, got another sort of kind of foundation here. I just see one wall at this area though. There's another well right there. And with all the wood you see laying around there, is obviously used to be more trees here than just that one in the distance there. So, yeah. All right. Another structure. Wow. So I assume they had livestock and stuff. So who knows, maybe some of these are where they kept their animals, horses, whatever. Yeah. This, holy crap. That looks like I don't know what the heck that is. It looks maybe like a mattress frame. Ancient. It is sure buried under the earth at this point. Yeah. All right. I'm cold. I'm gonna throw on my coat real quick. Sheesh. My goodness. Yeah, what a sweet little spot. Gotta get these layers on. Yeah. Sure doesn't look like winter on camera, but it feels like it. Oh, nice little cozy seat here. Oh yeah. Yeah, there's literally no wind right here. About coming up on 2 o'clock. It is 37 degrees and the wind will be blowing till about 4:35. So yeah, for right now, get a fire pit created, and I'll go around and gather some of that wood out there so I don't have to exclusively burn my wood. If it's here, might as well use it, eh? I'm about probably three, maybe 4 miles away from the highway. And from right where I'm sitting, I can see a rig going by in the distance. And there's some little county roads around here, so you can see this spot from one of the county roads, but I don't see too many people driving down it today. Yes, sir. Yeah. Well, there goes the camera. So I think the best place for a fire will probably be right here. So go ahead and get a little pit made. Oh, there goes my shovel. A makeshift fire pit here. Makes you wonder how they got all these rocks up here, where they came from. Because the river is pretty far from here. But I'm sure there's little areas where there's rocks and whatnot. But that should be a cozy little fire. This used to be someone's house, and now someone's back. I wonder if the house is happy that I'm here. I'm sure it is. I'm sure there's spirits around here that are more than happy to have someone here, share some stories. Yes, sir. Things have changed in the last 100 years since whoever is here was here. But cool. Yeah, I'm gonna go gather some firewood up from these ruins, and yeah, let's do that. Let's get some firewood. Yeah.
And I'll take some zoomage clips on the phone real quick for you. That way you can see pretty far. That's actually, I think that's the little house I drove by in my my video a couple months ago. It was titled Camping with Beer Boiled Brats or whatever. And I'm in that same area. Let's see, pretty far out there. There's the sun. Pickup truck. Yeah, pickup truck. And there's the ruins. But out this way, I can see pretty darn far. That's a 12x zoom. Little valley there. And there's the tree. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that wind is so cold out there. I think I'm gonna chill in here for a bit. Anyways, I finished my first beer. So that means it's time for brewski number 2ski. That's the best beer of the day, brewski number 2ski. Got another one of these Montucky cold snacks. If you watched my last couple videos, they feature these particular beverages. But in case it's your first time, we'll go ahead and do the good old taste test for you. I will tell you, upon tasting this Montucky cold snacks, lager beverage, I can tell you one thing about it. Tastes like beer. It sure tastes like a beer. And it's really good. So I'm gonna drink it. Yeah. And drink a beer that tastes like a beer. Little view of my Saturday afternoon chill spot from the truck. Sunshine. Yes. Just a little update. I've just been kicking it in the truck, watching some videos and whatnot, but yeah, the wind has shifted from the north, coming out of the north to coming out of the east, so it's coming from directly behind me right now. So hopefully that's a sign that it's about to die off. Once again, we have that beautiful golden winter sunlight here on the plains. Still haven't gotten snow. Dang, man, I'm shivering. I'm shivering. Well, so I was walking around the truck taking pictures. I just saw a big old herd of deer run by. Maybe they were antelope. I think they're, I don't know, some sort of four-legged animal in a pack. Yes, sir. The wind is dying down a bit. It is dying down. And it is cold. What's the temperature? See if I can see I just set my thermometer out. Yeah, it's 40 degrees outside right now. So, but with a little breeze, that is way colder than that. It feels way colder. All right, yeah. Just took some pretty good pictures, but my hands are freezing after that. So I think now would be the good time to test out my heated gloves I got. Whew, going numb. Going numb, boys. Yeah, these are pretty sweet. Hear them coyotes? Man, it's a little early for them. Man, losing dexterity. My hands are so dang cold. Sheesh. Yeah, that's the first time I've heard coyotes before the sunset. It's kind of cool. Oh yeah, that's already warming up my finger. Get in there, bad boy. Sheesh. That was a little tight fit. All right. Oh yeah. Okay. That's warming up. It's warming up my fingers. Yes, sir. What a view. What a sight. I'll wait till, I don't know what's going on. We'll just go as we go. How about that? Yeah. Yeah. Yes, sir. First off, I need to get these freaking fingers warmed up, which these gloves are doing a great job of doing that. But I also need to use this tripod for the time lapse because if you watch my last trip, my other tripod broke and the other one won't be here in the mail till tomorrow. So, you know, first world problems. First world problems. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes. Golden light. It is setting as I'm speaking. One of those special moments. Yes, sir. I have a hard time explaining the feeling of these kind of moments, but they are just so special. Look at how that light's painting my face. My face! But, yeah. But, yeah. It's
go ahead and get that fire going. What do you say? Sir. Did I mention it's cold out? Dang. Well, I'm gonna get this fire started. I just used newspaper this time because I'm cold and I want this bad boy to start right up. I tell you, you can start right up, bad boy. Oh, fire. Yes, sir. Fire is a blessing, that's for sure. Man, this is the part of the trip that always ignites your soul as the fire ignites. And I can't help but think, you know, Tom Hanks would be proud, just like last time. I have made fire. Yeah, success. I still got the phone over there doing a time lapse, but let me turn you around real quick. See this purple sky I'm seeing? Whoa. Look at that. That's purple, I tell you. That's a nice fly. All right, get this other glove back on. Whew. That is nice. Yeah, these gloves are awesome. A little tough to get on. Once they're on, they are warm. As you can see, there's still a little breeze, but it has sufficed. It has gone enough for us to have a nice little fire. Man, that's whack to think somebody used to live here, have fires, and not more than a few feet away from here in a brick fireplace. This has to be very old because there's like just the branches on the old trees that were here that are scattered about. You can tell these trees have been dead for many, many years. And the one that's still standing, that's been dead for at least 3 or 4 years because there's no leaves, no tiny twigs. But yeah, that was the last one standing. He's done now. Oh yeah, I can feel it more over here. The smoke's definitely blowing in my face a little more, but oh, that feels so good. That's abandoned homestead house camping. I assume this was probably like above this concrete. It was all wood. Maybe it burned down at some point or something. It's too old to be able to tell if it did because any char would have worn off by now. Or, you know, who knows, it could have been stucco or whatever it was. It is very old because there's not, in this concrete here, there's not even rebar in it. It's just rocks and clay pretty much. Whatever kind of primitive pioneer concrete they used out here. Someone put a lot of time into building this place up. So whenever you're at a place like this, be sure to leave no trace. Respect it. Sometimes you do feel the presence of spirits. You can't deny it. Whether they're actually there or whether they're in the ground or whether they're in the sky. There's got to be something else out here other than just me and that pack of four-legged animals I seen running by, you know?
Deep thoughts. Deep thoughts. We'll get into deep thoughts more during campfire reflections. I should hold back a little bit, shouldn't I, for now? Just chill out a bit. Chill out a bit. We'll get there eventually, right? Look at that beautiful sunset. Yeah. Last of the light. There, look at that. Look at that. That's the life. Well, a little before it gets dark, give you a little temperature update. Temperatures are dropping fast, folks. It is 23 degrees out here right now. Brr. I wasn't expecting that to get that cold that fast. I guess the front must have blown in or something. That's what that wind was from. So, yeah, it's already at the forecasted low for tonight, so I can see it dipping into the teens. Suppose I'll get dinner going. I'm just waiting on the my tripod from my time lapse. Still getting the last of the color in the sky, so hopefully it'll be a good one. In fact, why don't I just shoot in that time lapse right here for you? All right, ladies and genitals. So tonight for dinner, we're going to have fish. I got some Atlantic salmon over here, and we're gonna put in, I got a medley of vegetables. I got carrots, celery, onions, jalapenos, and then some thyme. So we'll get that going. I also got a lemon I need to cut up. Everything else I pre-cut because I knew it'd be a little nippy tonight. So then while that's cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and make up a side of butter flavor pasta. Now let me warm up my hands a little bit here. Nice fire. So for the fish, I'm gonna season it, throw the veggies in, and wrap it up in foil. I got some butter too. Shoot, I forgot my butter. Forgot my butt hair. Oh, butt hair. One piece of butter on the bottom. Fish is a very rare thing for me because the wife and kid don't like fish, so I'm excited to have this. This fish has been in the cooler and it's warmer than it is outside. Whew. Man, I'm cold. Gotta smell your fingers after testing the fish. We will put some, you might have guessed it, some Montreal on there. Yeah. A few lemon slices. I take the sticker off, eh? Oh yeah, that lemon smell good. And coyotes. Do what, 4 slices, and I'll just sprinkle the rest of the juice on top when I'm done. Oh yeah. I'm a shivering boy. Brr. So you get this ready, then I can get back by the fire. I'll throw some onion in there.
Let's dump all my stuff on there. Oh yeah, that's gonna be so good. All right, let me warm up my hands real quick. Again. Oh yeah, warm them handsies. All right, got some butt hair in there. Oh yeah. I'm gonna scoop some coals on. Oh, I didn't put the lemon in. Dang. How could you not put the lemon in? It's all right. I kind of folded it wrong anyway. Oh yeah, lemon. So yeah, let's fold it the correct way now that we're here. That's much better. Much better. Oh yeah, foil pack number 3 on the channel, but this one's different. Cold. All right, scoop some coals to the side. This is a very active area for coyotes, because I hear a lot of them. Oh, that fire feels so good. If you guys only knew how good this fire feels. Throw that sucker right on there. Oh yeah. I thought about getting the grate out and boiling the water on the fire, but well, let's do it this way. Get a lid on there to help with the boilage. Man, look, my knife is already frozen from the lemon juice. Whew. It is dang cold. There's already like ice on my tripod over here. For now, yeah, 19 degrees outside right now. Forecast lied again. They said freaking 21 degrees for the low, and the sun has barely set, and it's freaking 19 already. Gosh. All right. Did in fact have to change out my isobutane canister, because yeah, this one still has liquid in it. It just wasn't pumping it in there for some reason. I don't know what's going on there. That can is very old though. In fact, that can might be from backpacking like 15 years ago, for all I know. Yeah. Give you an idea how freaking cold it is, man. I just picked up my beer to finish it off. It is slush. I have a slush beer. Let's see. I think all the alcohol froze to the top. I at least got that. Yeah, look at that. That's just slush. My beer turned to slush. My Kentucky cold snacks turned to slush. But surprisingly enough, it still tastes like beer as slush. Yes, sir. That's what you call a cold day. Still dropping in temperature. It's 18 now. Brr. All right, everybody. It is time to chow. Oh, let's grab that off there. Oh, that's hot. I grabbed a coal. All right, let's take a look at this. Oh, yeah. Fish. Just look at it. Can you see it? That, ladies and genitals, is a fish dinner. We will eat that fish, put it in our mouths. Yeah. Actually, keep those right here, keep them warm. Yeah, let's dig into this fish. Nice bite of fish and a carrot.
jalapeno. Oh yeah. All right, here we go. Holy guacamole. Oh, let's get these lemons out of here. That is so good. Oh, squeeze some fresh lemon juice on that. Oh yeah. This lemon is probably frozen already. Oh, it's fine. Yeah. Oh. This is amazing. Yeah. Anyways, let's get another nice bite on camera here. That fish just crumbles right apart. All right. Here we go. Definitely one of the best fish dinners I've ever had. Oh man, that's good. All right, let's try these noodles on camera. Then I gotta eat this before it gets cold. Yeah. Okay, nudes. Eat my nudes. Oh. All right, I'm gonna shut off the camera, stuff my face with this amazing dinner, and I will catch y'all for campfire reflections and campfire montages. All right, yeah, let's eat. Time for them campfire reflections, man. Campfire reflections. Campfire reflections is a segment on this channel where we reflect upon the reflections while the fire is reflecting upon the reflections of our face. Yeah. We do campfire reflections in every truck camping video, even if we don't have a fire. I have yet to not have a fire, but in today's episode, I want to focus on what got me started loving the outdoors and doing stuff like this. And why don't we start from the beginning? Why don't we? So, at a very young age, some of my first memories are my dad taking us and the two kids and mom out camping in his old 78 Cheyenne Chevy. Yeah, that was a cool truck. I wish he would have never gotten rid of that thing. That was a really awesome truck. Anyways, yeah, those were some of my best memories of childhood. We would go up in the northern mountains of Arizona in the Ponderosa Pines. And every time I'm in a forest with Ponderosa Pines, it just brings me back, man. Brings me back. So, yeah, I think, the roots, that's where the roots started. Then, as I got older, I started camping with buddies. Did a couple trips in the Arizona deserts around Phoenix, and that was fun. Hunting rattlers and whatnot. And then when I moved up to Colorado in 2003, that's when my love of the outdoors really exploded because of all the opportunity you have out here to enjoy the outdoors. So, yes, it started off with going camping with buddies and whatnot. And then I had one friend who got me into backpacking. And so that took off. I want to say like 2007. I did my first backpacking trip, bought all the gear and whatnot. And so, yeah, I went from there. From then until the time I met my wife, I did tons of backpacking. And then when I met her, we just went camping a lot, went outside a lot, and had good times. I had some great trips with my wife. But those early backpacking trips, let me tell you, those were some of the best outdoor experiences that I've ever had. And then, of course, I did the last backpacking trip I did was in that 2020. If you haven't checked that out, go check it out. It's 5 parts. I suggest watching all 5 parts. And the footage is amazing for the kind of setup I had. I just used a phone to record the whole thing. And I am amazed, like going back and watching it, I am amazed at what I did there. Some really great footage, good experiences. The videos are shorter. Like each day is only 30 minutes, so it's worth the watch. And then, yeah, from there, I've just been, I've always loved the outdoors, loved doing stuff outside. And now we're here. Now I'm into the truck camping thing. In case you haven't heard me explain in previous videos, the reason I don't backpack anymore is because I have a severe disruptive sleep apnea. So I would have to carry my CPAP machine wherever I go, and I can't do that.
I guess I could go backpacking, because I mean, I slept with that sleep apnea for years, but now that I have it under control, I don't know if I want to risk it, because towards before I started getting treated for it, it was getting bad enough to where I would wake up in the middle of the night lightheaded, like head spinning. Just, you know, the fact that I wasn't breathing woke me up. So having this truck camper setup enables me to continue pursuing the outdoors, and it brings me to amazing places. Future plans for the outdoors is I'm never going to stop until I cannot walk anymore. I will be outdoors. Even if I can't walk, I'll get a wheelchair van and come out in the outdoors. But I've had a lifelong passion for doing this, and I'm so happy that I'm doing what I'm doing right now. Like, every time I come out here, it's just like a reset from life, and it just makes everything so much better. It is very cold, so I think I'm gonna end that Campfire Reflections episode there. Now you know the history of why I like the outdoors so much. But like always, be good to yourselves, and y'all take care. Yeah. Just a little update. It's right past 7 o'clock, and the temperature has actually gone up. It's up to 20 now, so it got down to 18, up to 20. That 2 degrees makes a big difference. I'm a lot warmer. Well, after stuffing my face, I stuffed my face. I tell you what, I ate that fish so fast just to make sure it was warm while I was eating it. But yeah, I'm gonna chill out by the fire for a bit, probably for another hour or so, and we'll head on into the truck. I'll tell you what, there's so many coyotes out here, it's insane. I wish I could find I just need to get like a recording device dedicated to recording audio so I can catch some coyotes for you. But I mean, yeah, coyotes will be coyotes, I suppose. Yes sir. All right, I'm gonna chill by this fire and have a good time. All right, I don't know how good the camera's picking it up, but it is super foggy out here. That's not smoke from the fire, that's fog. And look at the side of my truck, it's already condensed with fog. Oh, there it is. Fog. That is all fog. And it is some thick fog. I'm literally in a cloud right now. A thick, foggy night on the high plains. That's nuts. I'm loving this weather. But the only bad thing is the fog is blowing directly into the back of the truck, so I think I'm going to get that closed up real quick, because I'm going to be out here for another little bit at least. I mean, look at my screen. It is just already coated in fog inside. So
I'll just make for extra moisture tonight when I get my heater going. But yeah, I'm gonna get this closed up real quick. All right. Oh yeah. Oh, burn. It's a bit cold out there, I'll tell you. Yeah. Fire time is donesy. Yes. Okay. 8:30. So we another 4 hours by the fire. Can't get mad at that. Yeah, that fog came in crazily. That stuff was super thick, man. It got so thick that I could not see any lights in any of the like surrounding areas, which usually I can. And then the only unfortunate thing about that is there's supposed to be a really big meteor shower tonight. So yeah, didn't get to see that. But we still got to chill by the fire, cook delicious food and eat delicious food. And I did eat a lot of delicious food. I scarfed that stuff down so fast, man. It's so cold out there. I wanted it to be warm, and it sure was. But anyways, yeah. What a great night. This spot is so special. These places, all the places I've been are so special, man. It's just an honor to be out here. But anyways, I'm gonna get changed in my pajamas, get some slippers on. I'm gonna get that buddy heater fired up to warm it up a little bit in here. Winter. Let's get that buddy heater fired up there. Oh yeah. Instant warming sensations from the buddy heater. So yeah, it warmed up to 22 out there. Low was 18. Then that fog rolled in and kind of cooled it off a bit, but it made it a moist cold. So yeah. So anyways, for tonight's snack, I'm gonna have the good old reliable, my favorite, Pringles Ranch, and I also have some Rips, peelable flavored strips, innovation and licorice. So yeah, some gummies. So I guess you can peel these off. See how those are. They look to be tasty. And for tonight's beverage, in honor of my favorite truck camper, Crazy Quady, I got a Liquid Death, Dr. Death. I've been drinking this stuff for actually a long time, since it first came out, and it really got me to stop drinking soda. So I always like this stuff, and man, this stuff, like, it is nothing like seltzer water. This tastes like a actual soda. In fact, once you're into the case, you get into a couple, you can't even tell the difference. It is delicious. And we got the good old tablet. Get that fired up. Condensation on it. Wow. Man, I love doing this. Oh yeah, these gloves, these heated gloves were a lifesaver earlier when it was windy, before I got the fire started. They are awesome. But once you have the fire going, there's really no need for them, because just warm up my hands at the fire whenever it gets cold. Yep. And oh man, I love this buddy heater. It's my only friend. I think I want to get back to my depressing dramas or horror movie or something like that. I mean, that comedy I watched on the last trip, man, what was it called? Playdate. It's freaking horrible, man. Like, comedy these days is trash. I'd rather watch a
you know, an old comedy movie from the 90s or early 2000s. Because, man, it's like comedy isn't the same anymore. Because you gotta be careful. People are afraid to, you know, offend somebody or get canceled. It's just a bunch of nonsense, man. Comedy isn't comedy anymore. It's just a bunch of gibberish. I mean, it's nothing more than like a lame TikTok video. It's just trash. But what do I know? But yeah, that freaking movie. That is gonna be deleted. It's called 13 Minutes. 4 families in a heartland town are tested when a massive storm hits, giving them just 13 minutes to get to shelter before the largest tornado ever on record ravages the town, leaving them searching for their loved ones and fighting for their lives. In the wake of total devastation, everyone must overcome their differences and find strength in themselves and in each other in order to survive. It's an intense suspense with thrills and action. So, yeah, I guess I'll give that a watch. I love me some good old disaster movies. Yeah. Turn that down. Now that's the life, I tell you what. Yeah. Okay. Alright, I'll finish that dang old movie. I had seen it before, so I had the intentions to turn it off and find a different movie, but it was a pretty good movie, so I just decided to go through with it. Good film, good film. Only disappointing thing is everyone survives, you know. I'm sure a lot of people died in that big old tornado, but none of the main characters died. Come on, you gotta kill somebody. Sheesh, but 10:45. So I don't know, maybe I'll start up another flick. My eyes aren't droopy yet, so. Meteor Final Impact is only 80 minutes. So let's check that one out. Yeah, I'll tell you what. It's, what time is it? 12:20 in the morning. So I'm gonna get to bed here, folks. This heated blanket is awesome. Kept me totally toasty on the last trip. So I just kind of tuck it in my bag and use it as a top quilt. And keep it wrapped around the feet because that's the part that tends to get coldest. And give it a good old zippity doo-dah. I actually finished the second movie. I already forgot what it was called. Meteor Final Impact or something. But it's one of those low budget movies that's so lame that it's good. It was pretty funny. And then during like the fight scenes and stuff, they had some like heavy metal playing. Some like musical heavy metal playing. So even though it was one of the lamest movies I've ever seen, I liked it. It reminded me of like a 90s budget movie, but this one came out in 2020 something. So anyways, with that being said, it's late. I'm tired. And I'm going to bed. I'll catch you in the morning for some coffee or something. Alright. Good night. And I can literally See the frozen particles dancing around in the light? Look at that. There it is. That is fog, ladies and gentlemen. And it is super thick. Dead calm wind. My tripod there is completely frosted up. Huh. All the grass around here and everything is just frosted. Check out that frosty naturescape. Whew. We are enveloped in the frost of the fogage this morning. Oh yeah, that's picking up good. Yeah, that's all frost. Looks, first glance I was like, it snowed. No, it didn't snow. Look at that. That's how thick the fog is. Yeah, that's some frost, boys. Checking out my truck. Look at that. That is a thickness. The thickness of the frost. Yeah. It's not showing up as good on camera because of the golden light, but look at my tripod here. Yeah. Burr. As far as the eye can see, there's frost on the ground. And it's already starting to melt. Dang, old sunshine. Beautiful. I love you, sunshine. I just said that. Yeah. Oh. Dang. Hey, at least we're getting some good sunrise shots. Look at that tree. Like the top is just frosty. Wow. All right. I gotta get back in the truck because my hands are getting cold. Whew. Good morning, everybody. Those are some very foggy glasses, but they're doing their job. I can't see help. Well, good morning. So there's a little crack in my curtains over here. About probably 15 minutes ago now, hit me right in the eyeball. So I twitched my eyes open out of a deep, beautiful, peaceful sleep. And I was like, oh, the sun's coming up. So I just opened the back and peeked outside because I couldn't see any details. And there's just blankets of frost on everything out here. Man, it'd be so much more beautiful if I was somewhere with trees right now. But just the frosted grass is pretty sweet to look at. It was amazing. Like a little winter wonderland. It's like, that was nature saying, I know I haven't blessed you with snow yet, but here's something pretty close. And that is, yeah, that fog frost is pretty dang close, I tell you what. I'm confident with this setup I could sleep in, 15, 20 below outside. Now, if I knew it was going to be that cold, I wouldn't go camping. Just because that wouldn't be fun. So I think that the coldest I feel comfortable at is maybe like zero Fahrenheit. If it's going to be below that, unless you have to, don't go out on it. It's just going to be miserable. Anyways, I'm going to get myself woken up and then I'll start up some coffee. Some fresh Joe. I just decided to do the freeze dry today. Yeah, I found an old packet
in my backpack. Who knows when this is from? I'll mix that with my last one of these. Actually, there's a date. May 18th, 24. But that stuff will last for 20 years. Yeah. Oh shit, turn it on. There we go. Yeah. That's 2 trips in a row where I didn't spill any. What a guy. Wow. I am super tempted to make my Mountain House biscuits and gravy. But the way I Ralphed down that dinner last night, it's probably not a good idea. Wouldn't want to have to pop a number 2 out in these Frosty scapes and wait till I get home. Yep, tastes just as good as new freeze-dried coffee. Yeah, so if you have expired freeze-dried coffee, don't throw it away. Just put it in a bin somewhere, because you might need it someday. I got a lot of my junk put away already, so I didn't want to get out of my sleeping bag. I actually chilled my sleeping bag after I woke up for a good half hour. And yeah, so we'll finish getting everything put away, and we're gonna get on out of here. Yes, sir. Yeah, what a cool frosty morning that was. Get that truck warming up. Now the frost is pretty much dissipated. You can still see it by the truck, but it is slowly going away. And yeah, I'm gonna put everything I got away. So check it out. Another beautiful shot of the naturescapes here. Pickup truck. Oh yeah, this bad boy plugged in. I just want to show you, check out what I'm not forgetting this time. Yes, we're not going to lose this thing. We're not going to. Away. Ah, what a beautiful morning. It is below freezing and it is a little breezy, but well, it's nothing like that morning at the last abandoned house I did. Man, that wind was blowing 35-40 miles an hour. The wind really makes a difference in cold weather. I have come to learn after doing this winter camping so far. And it could be right at freezing
But if it's, you know, 32 degrees and that wind's blowing 30 miles an hour, that's gonna make it feel like it's 10 degrees. Take a few more sips of my coffee and enjoy this naturescape here. Oh man, yeah, I'm getting my routine down. Truck camping is so simple. You just throw and go, man. I'm starting to figure out what I can keep in the truck too. Like, I got a new set of pillows exclusively at home, so I could use these ones for the truck, because I would bring them in and out every day. And I just leave my heated blanket in there, my buddy heater in there, and everything else pretty much comes out. The wood, whenever I get home, I just refill it so it's ready to go for the next trip, because I keep it outside. So I'll throw that tote in the garage so it stays dry. Other things I keep like under the bed permanently, like my shovel, my grate and toilet paper and all that nonsense. But I'm actually going to make a video here sometime soon of truck camping essentials now that it's winter. Next week I will be doing my Christmas special. I'm not sure how special it'll be. Well, I mean, if you've been watching any of my videos, you know that I'm a very special person. But yeah, we will be doing something for that. I have a pretty cool spot mapped out. It's actually really close to here. So if this landscape gives you any hint of what you're gonna see, yeah, you'll just look forward to that one. Yes, sir. Finding Homestead. And we are off. All right. Yeah. That'll do it for another amazing trip on the Eastern Plains. Yes, sir. Another good one. Plenty more to come. You stay tuned. There's plenty more to come. I like doing this. But anyways, yeah, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed it, be sure to hit that thumbs down. Really appreciate that. But like, in all honesty, I really appreciate it. I'm starting to get a lot more interaction and whatnot on the videos. My video last week, I had a couple people dip out. They must have been Raiders fans, because I was watching the Broncos versus Raiders. I didn't even talk any trash about them, man. I said, hey, this is me, I'm watching football, you know. But you know, I guess those are, you know, that bunch is just a little sensitive. Correct me if I'm wrong, but any football fan is. I know I cried the last 10 years when the Broncos were doing horrible. So, but you know, but yeah, I hope you're getting to know my personality a little better. And for those of you that have been watching the videos, you know, you should probably be getting to know me by now. I'm just a goofy guy who likes to go camping. I promise I'll always keep it real. I won't do any of that, you know, clickbait nonsense and all that jazz. I just, you know, I want it to be as real as I can be. Just me being myself out camping on the plains. And I'll get to the woods someday. You wait. We'll get to the woods once in a while. But, yeah. So, y'all take care. And bye. Goodbye. Bye now. Bye. Bye-bye. Abandoned house. There's one right by the road. I showed you that one in one of my last videos, but okay. Goodbye. Yeah.